Let's go clean house. This navy has arrived, which means these troops need to get moving. I'd like to ask access through Mali, and then we can dow Spain. Do I need to set Ethiopia as a co-belligerent? There's no reason not to, really. So I guess we will. Sure. Now, I did remember asking Mali for military. Okay, there you go. And this navy now needs to go up into Great Britain to merge this army with that army, and then we'll send those down into Africa as well. Yeah, Riga's too strong for me. I can't hope to deal with those right now. Don't really have an available I really need to stop spending those points like this. Alright, we've got this army at the ready. I would like a general in this. You have a general. What's your name? Harald Nordheim. At least get a general in here. And I need you to invade Brunei. And then this army is going to go into Sulu. How to create the best army composition? That wholly depends on what you want to do. But usually it's force limit. I mean, combat with... combat with cannons and combat with infantry, and then adjust it for supply limit. Or if you're like me and you own half the globe and you make a lot of money, then you can just disregard that and just go combat with. Or what I do most of the time is however many cannons I need to siege down a fort, and then enough infantry to defend those cannons. That's usually what it comes down to. So when there's level 4 forts, I do 15-15, 15-15-2, 15-2-15. Some cav is nice, but it's... cav is expensive. It doesn't... Most of the time, it's not worth getting cav. And they get less and less worth it later on into the game because they're not that much better than infantry, but they're still twice as expensive. Alright. This is fine. September we need to land on Ethiopia, and when will this navy come home? In May. Yeah, if you're Poland or something, and you get like plus 100 million cavalry combat ability, and the situation changes a little bit. But other than that, you don't want to use cav. But early on into the game, they've got more pips, and they have, they'll have 2 shock modifier, whilst this guy's sitting on 0.5 and 0.2 fire or something. And then the 2 from cav is humongous. So at the start of the game, if you have the money for it, you might want to get some cav, because it's going to lower your losses in terms of manpower by quite a bit. So it might be worth it to invest in a cavalry. Also, let's go and invade Sulu. That's the one. What's this army doing? Doing fine. Fantastic. Now, does Spain have any colonies with forts on them? Because I've got an army almost freed up, the one in England. I'm gonna need to know whether or not I need to send it to fricking Hawaii or something. There's no way for me to check because I haven't sieged down a fort in this land, so... And it only shows one. If there's two areas where you haven't sieged down a fort, it'll only show one. Also, let's not forget to corpusite. That could prove to be a bit of a bummer if we forget that. There you go. Now, we don't need to siege down all of Brunei's forts. We just need their capital, because then we can ask for their vassalization through Sulu. We can almost afford a new army, and that army has to be built in Asia. In fact, I'm gonna build it now. Yeah, this kind of lags the game out. Why merc cannons? Because I don't have the manpower, buddy. I just don't have the manpower. Might look like I have the manpower, but that's only because I am being super anal about it. But my max manpower is 542. I'm gaining 5.5 a month, but I also lose about 4.2. So every unit I build, every normal unit I build is gonna cost me like 50 manpower a month to maintain. So if I build an army of 80k, it's 80 times 5, 50. I can't do that. I just can't do that. I'll drop, my manpower will drop like a rock. 80k sieging stacks are great because they siege stuff down really quickly. Because I've got Napoleonic warfare. But they die a lot. So. Alright. This is fine. Siege down Gabon. We can now check whether or not Spain has islands somewhere. With forts on them. Because then it'll say -1000 haven't sieged down a fort in Hawaii. Right. I like how he actually owns Hawaii though. Right, he doesn't own a fort anywhere else, so we don't need to send that navy somewhere else. We can just send it into Africa. So away you go, buddy! Away you go. And on to the next fort. Also, it's June, which means this navy should be getting its way over here. There you go. And let's bump up the speed a little bit. Don't particularly care about that. Also, Jarkan, would you be willing to accept full annexation, buddy? He would not. So we're gonna need to stomp his armies a little bit more then. And then we're gonna need to look at the conundrum that is India. When are we going to move the capital? When we have the time for that. Probably after the first war against the Ottomans, because we're gonna need some peace time to finish the cores before we truce break them again. So probably then. Says there's gonna be a battle here, but it just straight up lies. Right. Slanto's next to Daviet, so we can go kill those. And let's see here. This army... 21st. You can sit here, that's fine. The 2nd Navy. Where you at, buddy? Alright, he's almost there. And the home defense needs to go do its job. Yeah, he's willing to get full annexed. Very nice. And now, let's take a look at India, because we've got 2 armies here doing nothing. Vijayanagar is allied with Orissa and Jharkhand, and they're guaranteeing the independence of Delhi. Jharkhand is allied with Delhi, Vijayanagar, Assam, and Orissa. Orissa is allied with Tongu. Okay, so we've got a kink in the cable right here. And we've got a kink in the cable right there. Sagi Yogurt is allied with Assam. Tongu is allied with Orissa. Jharkhand is allied with Delhi. And Delhi is allied with Ladakh. Who's allied with the Ottomans. Jesus. Ah, hey. Right. How the fuck are you allied with the Ottomans, though? I guess he's Sudi. No, I'm gonna take 100% off of the Ottomans in the first war. Right, so I guess we'll fight Sagi Yogurt. That's gonna allow us to eat Assam. Then we're gonna fight Tongu. That's gonna allow us to eat Orissa. Oh, wait a minute. If we fight Assam directly, we could eat Jharkhand. And Sagi Yogurt. We'll have to fully occupy Jharkhand, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Right, so I need you to clean this out. I need you to set your face on Sagi Yogurt. No, you're gonna stay here. I'm just gonna declare this war. And Jharkhand wouldn't join. Great. This Jharkhand is what, in debt? So we'll just fight Assam then. Well, that's that taken care of. Of course, that does give me a truce for 5 years, so... We'll see what we're gonna do with that. Right, and then I've got an army right here that's gonna take care of Diviet. But first, let's just take care of those. That's fine. Alright! Moving on. Did this army arrive? It did. Fantastic. Would like a general in this, though. Do we have somebody that's not doing anything interesting? Arvid! Arvid Leifson. Get to work, buddy. Good job! Me and Dubsec have asked this question multiple times. What are your idea groups? Offensive, religious, quality, admin, diplo, economic, and humanism. If they're allied to the autos, you can 200% them. Nah, that's been fixed. Oh, good government policy. I'll take the admin points. Right. Siege down a fort here. Siege down a fort. Nope. Not today. You force march over there, because you're not going to catch these. Otherwise... Yeah, I'm sure it's fixed. We tried everything. It is fixed. We can turn force march off, and then we're going to go deal with Diviet. That's a bummer. Where's my navy? It's right here. Let's go blockade that. Siege that down. Why can I not enter this? Thank you. I don't know why it picks that travel time. It makes no sense to me. Okay, 3rd of February. That'll be taken care of. Let them... Alright, clean out those rebels so we can free up that army. Justice has been sieged down. Now let's go take care of these. Do we have a general in this? We do. It's as good as it's gonna get. Try the double piece again. I don't think it was fixed last time I tried it. It worked just fine. Yeah, but I already did, and it doesn't work. Because what you do is you open up a peace deal with Brunei, and then you do this, and then you send that, and then you open up a peace deal with okay, it doesn't work. But why didn't it work last time? I don't think it... Well, I guess we can try it. The thing is, if we do that on the Ottomans, we have to pay 2,000 diplomatic points. We just can't. Even if it did work, it wouldn't work. Because it'd be too expensive. But maybe we'll do it. Maybe. I don't know, guys. It's really not worth it. It won't let me full annex them. Because the cost won't apply to the Ottomans. Because I only had one diplomat. Oh, I see. That's a bit lame though, isn't it? I mean, you'd think. Well, whatever. I had assumed they fixed it. Alright. Let's go clean this out. Okay. Alright, dive yet? Inside of me, buddy? You shouldn't have any forts, right? No, he doesn't have any forts. I want this guy to be my vassal, and I want you to get inside of me. Almost there. Maybe after this battle. Hey, at Siege Tower, we need to go siege down the capital. And that thing, if we can. Almost there. I'll demand interest on dividends. I thought that event got completely removed. Let's merge up these guys, see if we can make some proper armies out of this so that we can prepare to invade the Ottomans. We could also invade Riga and Urbino. At the same time as cleaning this up. Also, how is Russia even doing? Yeah, I'm gonna placate local rulers. I don't want to be cut down into the dark. With us trading in China where we can afford to have a little bit of negative prestige. Why are we vassalizing Bruni? Because he has 1, 2, 3. He's got all these islands with level 8 forts on them. Taking all of that out would take at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, as well as 10 navies. I'm not dealing with that, so that's why we're vassalizing them, and they'd accept it. So fantastic. So Bruni is now my vassal. I need to start improving relations with him. What does that do for Russia? Right? So, next up will be Majapahit. As well as Tidor. We'll do Tidor first because they're occupying in Majapahit. We'll do them both at the same time, it's fine. Yeah, fuck island forts. Islands are the worst, man. Screw that shit. I'm not dealing with that. Right, we need to fully occupy Ethiopia. So otherwise we won't be able to demand these provinces. There you go. And you're gonna go siege down the final Spanish fort. And I do need to core that final province there. As soon as I have this navy moving out, I'm gonna land it in Halmahera. And we need a new navy, man. No, wait. I can transfer this one over to Asia, and then this guy is gonna go down there. Logistics, motherfucker! Logistics. The best logistics. Do you have a capital? Yes, he does, in Lhasa. Let's merge those together, and these ones are probably going to end up taking care of that. Daivietz has another force in Indochina. Oh, fun. Thank you. Let's go wrap that up. Need to make sure that Russia doesn't drop below 50. Or higher than 50. Trading in ivory! Well, we're going to be integrating him really fast now. That's a lot of cores I'm making. 9 a month. 3 years. Jesus. And we can get the final splendor thing. Why didn't you annex Russia? Because, you know, why would I? I can use dip. I remember, I didn't full annex Russia because I couldn't, because they were at war with the Chinese. So China being in existence kind of ruined that for me. Full annexation, he wouldn't be willing to accept this, but he's getting there. In fact, if we merge these guys together and just go kill that final Spanish army, they should be willing to accept that. Home defense army suffers humongous attrition. Oh boy, home defense army. Forgotten about this. So many normal units. This is so disgusting. Get out of my face. We're making a lot of manpower now, though. So maybe... maybe we'll just keep one of them as a normal army. We can always delete it later. Also, home defense does not need a general. And I want home defense in Danzig. So that they're, you know, that the attrition is somewhat in bounds. Willing to accept full annexation yet, buddy? Nope. This guy would, though. Hell, I might even have a period of peace, yeah, but I still have rebels. Got an army here doing nothing. This guy's still allied with Vijayanagar. Don't suppose I could force you to break alliance with Orissa, though. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Mother of God. What the fuck is this? Mother of God and all that is holy in this world. That is a lot of forts. But he didn't pick defensive ideas. I seem to recall him getting extra garrison. Conscripted garrisons, plus 25%. Am I missing it here? Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't his ideas. Maybe it's an event that they get. Or is it in quantity ideas? Ah. Oh goodness.